47 all. Tight ball game as the Apprentice School Builders, the number 7 seed, trying to knock out Rochester, the defending champs, and number 2 seed in this Division I first round matchup. 10:01 to go in the half. It will be Rochester ball out of the timeout. Walton in the game for Apprentice, along with Melendez, Farabee, Darden, and Thomas. Here's Pereira. Gets it inside. Ski says, and he slams it with 2 hands. Ski says, wide open right underneath the hoop, and he puts his team back on top, 49-47. Here's Thomas running the offense for Farabee, a 3. Got it. Farabee answers right back, and he puts Apprentice on top, 50-49. Back and forth they go. Here's a 2. Rims out from Data from the wing. Rebound for Melendez. 9:22 to go on a running clock, 50-49. Apprentice on top. Here's Thomas on the far side. It goes around a double screen. That's it for Darden. Drives right baseline. Ski says on him. Forces it up. Too strong. Tipped in by Melendez. Melendez's first points of the ball game coming 3/4 of the way through the ball game. 52-49. Apprentice on top. Under 10 to go. Under 9 to go, in fact. Left corner. Shot fake. Burton. He's trapped on the baseline in trouble. Timeout called. Burton had nowhere to go. He didn't want to burn that timeout, but he was in trouble if he didn't call it because he had 2 big men on him by the baseline with nowhere to go. 52-49. Apprentice on top of Rochester, trying to score the upset here. Winner of this game plays Tennessee Temple, number 6 seed, who scored an upset of their own, upending number 3 Victory. That'll be in the second round, the Final Four, if you will. That game tomorrow at 10 p.m. So nice long rest for all of the teams involved, whichever one wins. It's Rochester ball. Out of the timeout. The Warriors trail 52-49, 8:49 to go in the half. Pereira works around the screen. A 3 from Burton. Too short. Tipped, won't go by DeBot. And Melendez gets the board. 8:35 to go in the second. Far side, Farabee. Works around the screen. Drives on Ski says in the lane with the left hand. Gets it to go off the glass. Beautiful shot by Farabee. He has been tremendous. 54-49, 8:12 to go. Ski says loses it in traffic. The pressure of Apprentice paying dividends. Farabee in the lane. Leaves it for Fenton, who slams it. Fenton with the big one-hand stuff. 56-49, the biggest lead of the ball game for Apprentice. Under 8 to go in the second. Data in the lane, gets it for Ski says, who lays it in on the assist from Data. 56-51. Apprentice's lead down to 5. 7:43 on a running clock. Here's Farabee at the logo, taking his time, slowing the pace down. The pace is picked up prodigiously in this half. Data on him, man-to-man D from Rochester. Farabee shuffles to his left, now drives in the lane, a floater, no, it was a lob, and it's out of bounds. He was going for the alley-oop to Fenton, but a little too much mustard on it. And we haven't had a stoppage in so long that now at 7:19 we'll have our second media timeout of the half. 56-51 game. This has been a fun one. Apprentice trying to score the upset over number 2 Rochester. We'll be right back after this. Ricky Sobrano back here on the Turbo Sports Network. An interesting game. Apprentice on top of Rochester as they try to score the upset. 56-51. 7:19 to go in the half. Stavros Skises leads all scorers with 22, but nobody else for Rochester in double figures. Darden and Farabee with 14 each to lead Apprentice. Melendez averages 19 per game, only has 2. Despite that, Apprentice still up by 5. Got a foul here away from the ball. As Pereira was looking to set up the offense, it will go against Apprentice, and it'll be a 1-and-1. So now Skises will shoot the first half of a 1-and-1. 7th team foul for Apprentice. That's something to watch as we go down the stretch. That's good from Skises. 56-52. Lead back down to 4. It's been as high as 7. Here's the second. Too short, rims out left. 56-52, now under 7 to play in the second half. Apprentice on top. Farabee gets it for Melendez, trying to knife his way inside, and he was fouled. Drew it on the bot, so that's one way to get your points when you're struggling, as Melendez has been. Get to the line. Easiest way to get them. So he'll get 2 shots here. Melendez on the ball game. He hasn't been to the line yet. Just 1 for 6 from the field. Puts up his first. That's good. 57-52. 6:50 to go in the second half. Melendez's second rattles home. So let's see if that gets him going. 58-52, the lead back to 6 for Apprentice. They back off this time. They've been pressuring all game and doubling. Not so much on this possession. Pereira far side. Rochester's offense has never found a rhythm. Skises with the left-hand dribble. Backs out. 15 on the clock. Almost lost the ball. Now gets in the lane. Kicks it out. Extra pass. Diving inside his data. His pass is tipped and stolen by Darden. Almost too much passing by Rochester. Somebody's got to shoot. Nobody did. Here's Farabee for Melendez on the wing. Dealing with Pereira. Picks up his dribble. Gets it inside. Nearly losing the ball was Thomas. Looking for help. And a timeout called. Good timeout by Coach Franklin Chapman. So you could sense that his player, that was Terrence Palmer, the senior, was in some trouble, was looking for some help, and instead of potentially seeing a swing of a turnover and then an easy basket for Rochester, might as well just use the timeout since you have them anyway. 30-second timeout taken by Chapman. Rochester only allows 60.2 points per game. And unless they literally put a lid over the basket from here on out with 6:01 to go and Apprentice already with 58, the Builders are almost assured to get over that number despite the fact that they only had 27 at the half. Apprentice ball out of the timeout. They're up 58-52, 6:01 to go. Dangerous pass is tipped out of bounds. It will stay with Apprentice. Looking for Fenton was Farabee. Now Farabee from the far side will inbound. Gets it for Melendez, who will hand off for Farabee. 10 on the shot clock. Farabee works right around the Melendez screen. 5 on the clock. I don't think he knows it. Now he drives in traffic. Too short, but the tip is good by Melendez. 60-52. 5:37 to go. Wild pass out of bounds. Turnover. Pereira in some traffic through a pass low and away from Burton. That's the first mistake Pereira has made all game. He's been excellent controlling the ball and the tempo. Apprentice with the chance to take a double-digit lead. Here's Farabee working on Data. Goes left. Hedged aggressively by Ski says inside. Thomas's shot is blocked. Rebound by Data in the lane. Pereira. 5:12 on a running clock. His Warriors down 8. Here's the bot outside. Hands back off for Pereira. Holding the ball, taking a lot of precious seconds off the clock. Here's Ski says on the wing. 14 on the shot clock. Couple fakes, now puts it on the deck. Drives inside, kicks back out. Burton, now the bot in the block. Nearly taken away. That's a double dribble. Very discombobulated possession by Rochester. They're not quite sure what to do with the ball right now. Out of rhythm. And with only 4:48 to go, it's a bad time for that to begin to happen for the defending champs, who are now staring an early exit right in the face. Headed to the last media timeout of the ball game. 60-52, an upset brewing. Apprentice on top. 4:48 left to play.